Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. So Tulane's offense comes on the field first today. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years. And, of course, we got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
Finds his man. It's Hughes. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain. Here at third down to keep this opening drive going. They go with a direct. Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab made by the tight end. Oh, and he fumbles. And the defense jumps on the football.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
First down here for this offense. Trying to find some room. It's Martinez.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Canes are in the red zone. Got a lane. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Canes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Offense going backwards those last 2 plays. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mossel out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Boy, this has been tough to watch. So disappointing. They just can't punch it in. They're that close on 3rd down, and the offensive line gets dominated at the line of scrimmage, and you tackle behind the line. Oh, my gosh. Chris, the question is, are they going to go for it here on 4th down, or are they just going to take the points?
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. So that's about it. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down and 10. Quarterback drops back. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield.
Going for a big play downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? And he's going to launch it deep again. Oh, and he can't hang on to it. That's a guy known for his hands. Couldn't pick it off. Brings up 4th down. Punt team ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. It's a solid gain to pick up the 1st down on what will be likely the final play of this 1st quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. To throw, it's Ward. Pressure is coming. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. The Hurricanes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Canes. No chance to catch him.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Finds that big tight end for a short pass. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down after that short completion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He's tackled quickly. The yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Looking to pass here on second down. On the run, he'll let it go. It's caught downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
I feel like this quarterback can make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork. A curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
From the shotgun, drops back. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tulane. So with playoff pressure growth, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on them. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Bringing it out, it's Johnson. The returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. There's the handoff. Powerful running here. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. Man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball.
Looking to make a big play downfield. catch is made way down inside the 30. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense really clicking here. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff to see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Returner looking to make a play here. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way. Can they stop him? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Ward. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Brown. completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And here comes a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big...
Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it?
You know, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
And the Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 1st down, looking to throw the football. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Martinez. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's caught on the crossing pattern. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. 1st down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his bet.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
And it's going to be way off. The receiver was wide open. The pass off target. Missed opportunity. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. He's going to hand this off. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
To throw, it's Ward. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
A 3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
4th down. He's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. QB to the tight end for a completion. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That's caught. It's Hughes. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with a quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Grab down the middle. It's Brown. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Ball handed off. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. As we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Here's a 1st and 10 play. And the quarterback dropping back. The sure hands. It's Brown. Breaks loose at the 40. Big gain across midfield down near the 30-yard line.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Here's the 2nd down play. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And he pulls in the catch. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it here. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Back's got it again. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Looking to throw. It's Ward. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Runs right over the defender. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. The Canes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Coming up, second down and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3.
42 Spider.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown for the U. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
He's going to bring it out from his own end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch is made along the sideline, and he's forced out of bounds.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. The offense now operating in the red zone. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Bringing pressure. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Offense getting ready for their last drive. Time ticking away here in the final quarter. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And he lofts it deep over the middle. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
The entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Not much the defense can do here with 1 timeout remaining. Looks like the offense will just kneel down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And the defense calls time to stop the clock with just 16 seconds left. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
Man, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward. Yeah,
more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation.